Shalom, Kahal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabbat Hashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect, tabernacle of David. I'm the brother Yahshua, back with the WW3 Daily update. We're going to go back to Ezekiel 38 because whatever the hell is going on in Russia right now needs to be spoken on. All right, we got to keep the report. All right, let's do this real quick. Let's go to Wars and Rumors of Wars, Matthew. TTH 24. And we'll go right here. And ye, this is Matthew 24 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So what we want to look for is this word, rumors of wars, because that's what we're doing right now. We're fleshing out these rumors. Now let's take a look at this. This is the NIV. You will hear of wars and rumors of wars. NLT, you will hear of wars and threats of wars. Okay, wars and rumors in the standard English. Wars and rumors, wars and rumors, wars and rumors. Okay, all the way down. Anything different? Aramaic Bible in plain English. It is going to happen that you are going to hear battles and reports of wars. This is a report. This is the World War III Daily Report or update. Okay? You will soon hear about wars and threats of wars. Wars and rumors. You are good news. You're going to hear the noise of battles close by and the news of battles far away. Wars and rumors, wars and rumors. Literal standard. And you will begin to hear of wars and reports of war. All right, so that's good enough. Let's go back. Okay, Matthew. Okay, Ezekiel. Here's what's going on. Filtered through the scriptures. All right. Again, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. What does all of that mean? And prophesy against him and say, Thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. All right, all of that is the same area. We're going to find out what that's talking about. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army and horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Okay? All right, that's what we're going to deal with first. So let's go here. What is this? This is a little map that reads the Armageddon Coalition. Magog equals Russia. Gomer and Togomar equals Turkey and Syria. Persia is Iran, we all know that. Or the Carmanians. Libya is Libya. Ethiopia is Ethiopia. All right? So basically, what's being said in Ezekiel is, and I will turn thee back. Who? I'm going to turn Gog and Magog. Gog, the land of Magog, is Russia. I'm going to bring you back to the Soviet Union, okay, where all of these countries, where is that at, are countries of the Soviet Union, all right, where all these countries are at one again. This is the former Soviet Union. What do we have? Georgia, Russia, Belarus, Ukraine, okay, Azerbaijan, Armenia, Turkmenistan, the stands. All of these are going to be a part of the Soviet Union once again, according to what? According to the scriptures. That's what that means. in Ezekiel. I will turn thee back to what? Back to the Soviet Union that split up. And then Babylon the Great, which is the U.S., got in there and did what they do, destabilized the region in the 90s. Okay. Now, once they come back, hooks in that jaws, then it goes further. Then it says Persia, Iran, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield. And these are allies. Gomer, where's Gomer? Turkey, this is how it reads. And all his bands, the house of Togarmah, Syria, okay, of the north quarters and all his bands and many people. This is the coalition, right? And we see the hooks being put in the jaws right here. Okay, back to the Soviet Union. All right, so with that, let's watch a couple of videos. Let's watch this first. This is today. ABC News, December 7th. Isn't this Pearl Harbor Day, I believe? All right, which is World War. That was World War II. Russian forces get closer to Ukraine border as tensions rise. So this thing it's not going to turn around, all right? It's going to get worse and worse. And what we're going to hear when we go to this next video, this guy's going to break down what happened in the meetings today, right? And how weak Biden is coming across in this thing. Anyway, let's go.
So let's go to Ukraine now. Senior foreign correspondent Ian Pannell is on the scene. Good morning, Ian.
Yeah, George, good morning from the front line. This is where the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, and in many senses between Russia and the West, is playing out.
That fool ain't on no front line.
You can see the bombed-out wreck of what used to be a large industrial complex. Shells have landed all around here, shrapnel shredding the walls and the ceiling. We've been hearing the sound of small arms gunfire and seen where Ukrainian forces are hunkered down just 50 yards from Russian-backed rebel forces. Now, Vladimir Putin really intends to invade. This is where his troops are going to head to first. The forces here are saying they're ready to defend to the death, but in reality, they know they'd face overwhelming force.
In reality, according to the scriptures, they're going to be Russians again.
Reality, they know they'd face overwhelming force. But we don't know what the Kremlin's intentions really are. Create pressure for concessions or really to occupy Ukraine on Europe's fringes.
Really, to occupy Europe on, occupy the Ukraine on Europe's fringes or whatever he just said, because the scriptures tell us what's going on, all right? This is the reassembling of the Soviet Union, all right? That's what we're about to see, all right? Pursuant to the Holy Bible, which is the script, right, of the whole play, if you will.
Military source here telling us they've been getting a lot of American help recently in terms of equipment. He won't say what, although we do know they have more sophisticated weapons and increased support from NATO. And that's what Vladimir Putin means when he talks about a red line, and why the talk today between President Biden and Vladimir Putin is quite so critical.
Quite so critical. So what we're going to see is how critical and how it went, all right? Somebody's going to explain it.
The stakes are so high. Ian Pannell, thanks very much.
Okay, good enough. Now, let's go to my boy over here who actually knows what the hell he's talking about. Look at this guy. All right? So let's go here. Let this bullshit swap you. All right, let's get through here. And then let's take this back. And let's let this guy tell his story.
Good day, and welcome to another edition of
Slovakia. This is Military and Foreign Affairs Network, December 7th, which is today. This just came out minutes ago. Ukraine and Russia conflict, December 7th. Let's let this guy talk.
Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. In this episode, we're going to discuss the ongoing crisis between Ukraine and the Russian Federation. So today, Vladimir Putin met with Joe Biden via video teleconference. And we're going to talk about that here in a second. But first, we're going to discuss some of the headlines that are coming out of the ongoing coverage, media coverage of the situation between Ukraine and Russia and the West. So first, Mail Online. Thought you were going to talk tough, Joe? ? Biden gives Putin a wave after forgetting to turn on ... And that would be the mic. So we'll talk about that in a second. American reporters were locked out of Biden's meeting with Putin. American reporters were locked out of Biden's meeting with Putin. Russian reporters were let in. Town Hall. Radio Free Europe. Boots on the ground. Satellite images reveal Russian troop buildup near Ukraine border and Crimea. This is very important. Mirror UK. Russia launches strike bombers near Ukraine in war games ahead of crisis talks with U.S. Readout of President Biden's video call with President Vladimir Putin of Russia. And The Hill. Biden wraps up 2-hour call with Putin. What else do we have here? The Raw story. Biden warns Putin of strong Western response to any Ukraine attack. The Washington Times. Biden vows economic other sanctions if Russia invades Ukraine. Politico. Biden warns Putin on call against Ukraine invasion. It kind of goes on and on about the meeting. But as I had mentioned earlier, there was a teleconference between Putin and Biden that started 1400 Greenwich Mean Time. And that meeting has since ended. Hopefully from the U.S. side, we'll get a debrief on what was talked. Again, the manipulation of that conversation in terms of what was said is probably going to be fairly significant coming from Jen Psaki, the spokesperson for the White House. But you can clearly see that, unfortunately for the United States, no matter where you sit on the political side, right, left, moderate, in between, far left, progressive, whatever, this is just not a good day for the United States. You can clearly see that Biden is really outside of his abilities right now in dealing directly, especially one-on-one, with Putin.
Because he's a clown. All right, now through the scripture, we know what's taking place. Putin is saying, hey, it's time to get back in order. All of this, okay? All of this. We need all of this to fight the Third World War. And then Iran. And then Ethiopia, okay? And this guy, all right, he's, not only is he doing, all right, commentary and moment-to-moment news reports, right? Rumors of war on this situation, which I'll go ahead and terminate this. But let's go to his page real quick and look at what else he's reporting on. Well, right here in Ethiopia, there's a conflict going on there too, and he's all over it. Battlefield Ethiopia, that yesterday, part 2. So this guy is pretty significant. Look at this. Let's look at that real quick.
If you could cancel your...
Slovakia. All right, and this is damn, what did I do? Go back one. It's a lot. Okay.
Good day.
All right, this is same channel, Military and Foreign Affairs Network. Today, Battlefield Ethiopia. Okay, these are allies. We just read that in Ezekiel. All right, Persia, that's Iran. Ethiopia is Ethiopia, and Libya with them all together. Right? Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. This is what's being charged to Gog, the land of Magog, which is Russia, getting this thing together to go into World War III. All right? Take a little look at that. He's basically going to say the same.
And welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. In today's coverage of the ongoing civil war taking place inside of the former state of Ethiopia, we have continued intelligence reports coming in on the battlefield situation on the ground. And yes, as you can see the green dots, you can see the red dots, and you can see the yellow dots. The green dots are areas controlled by the Tigrayan Defense Forces. The red dots are areas controlled by the Amhara regional militias and the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, and also the yellow dots, which would indicate operational areas of the Oromo Liberation Army. And as we have mentioned before, there are also other areas where there are groups fighting against the Prosperity Party and the central government. The warlord, as of right now, Abiy Ahmed, and again, you can define him as that, as he is taking more of a direct interest in the ongoing military conflict. But
Okay, so this is a proxy war, right? As is the proxy war in Syria. Are they really fighting against each other, or are they fighting against factions that are being controlled by these different countries? Now, we know that China is down here in Africa, all right, propping up rebels or whatever you want to call them. What I have to do on this particular front, right, I have to do some research to find out who is supporting who and who's actually down here in this area fighting. They're not going to come out and say who is who, but if we know what the scriptures say, this is what this says right here. Ethiopia and Libya with them. With who? With Russia. So Russia's down there helping Ethiopia in this proxy war. Are they not? Because they're going to come out of that thing and join forces. All right, is the way to look at it. So what I'll do is I'll just watch this guy, see what he says, and see if he has, the proxy information, and then we'll bring that out soon to come. All right, so that's pretty much it for today. This thing is ramping up. It's going to go the way it says right here. Okay? And we'll stay with it. All right, let me get this on the way out real quick. This is, Revelation 11 and 14, I believe. Revelation 11 and 14, the second woe is past. Let's talk about World War II. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right? And that's what we're dealing with. So with that, we're going to go ahead and close it up. We hope that the elect were edified. And we'll see you tomorrow. Shalom.